All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to You've Got Red on You. I'm Will Sterling, and with us today is McCormick Templeman. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. This is fun. I've been interviewing a lot of people that I know pretty well up to this point, people that I've hung out with in the past and talked to on the regular. I'm meeting you for the first time here, and there's always like an extra little sense of chaos surrounding meet and greets. So, um, thank you for being willing to do this.
Yeah, thanks for asking me. Very
Yeah.
excited.
You have a new book coming out that we are going to get to as we go, but focusing on you first, would you like to introduce yourself to A, the listeners, and B, I guess, a little bit me?
Um, I'm McCormick Templeman and I'm a writer and um my I have a new book coming out, but we're not gonna talk about that yet, right? Or
I mean,
I
we
just
can, sure, why not? No rules.
okay, yeah, I have a new book coming out. It's called Atlas of Noble Things, and that's basically it, I think. That
Okay.
sounds bad, but
That is not it. Your bio came through my email and it was just like I don't know where to even start with this. There's so much going on there. You have a PhD in creative writing and English from University of
University of
Denver,
Denver.
correct?
Yeah.
Amazing. And what was your specialty there?
Well, creative writing, and then I did a lot of 19th century, especially like 19th century horror stuff.
Ah, okay, awesome. We're digging into that later. And there's a lot of I'm going to use the wrong word here. Herbalism.
Yeah. So I also studied traditional Chinese medicine, and used to be an acupuncturist. So yeah, that creeps into my books.
Yeah. So I'm about 100 pages into Atlas already, and she is talking a lot to the gardener. There's a better word for it than that, though. Um,
The herbologist
the
way,
herbologist. There we go.
or she's the botanist. She's a
The
botanist.
botanist.
I
There it
should
is.
know.
That's the one I was looking for. She's talking a lot to the botanist, and there's just so much like deep information getting tossed in those conversations so casually. It's like, okay, she knows what she's talking about here. This is okay. So I want to dig into all of that a little bit, but let's kick off the game show.
Let's do it.
If you have not listened to this before, if this is your first episode, then what we're going to do here is I am going to give McCormick three different prompts of books that we're going to try to find on our shelves. Books that we want to talk about, books that we liked. We're not going to rag on any books here. This is a positive podcast, YouTube series, channel thing, video series. I still don't know what to call this. Anyhow, McCormick is going to have 30 seconds to dig through her bookshelves, and I see the bookshelf in the back. We are ready here to dig through her bookshelves and try to come up with a book that fits that prompt that we can recommend to all of you. Um, so, 30 seconds. Are you ready to play?
I am.
All right, let's do this. So, standard opening question. I like this one a lot. I've been getting some good recommendations through it. Can you find me on your bookshelf a book that just does not get talked about enough?
Okay. All
Ready,
right.
set, go.
Okay.
Yeah, my clock's being funky. You're going to get some extra time here. Darn it. There we go. All right, now it's actually working. All right, we're going mid shelf. Oh, they're literally jumping off the shelf
Okay.
at her. Awesome. I'm going to count that as 12 seconds.
All
'Cause-
right.
All right. What'd you find for us?
Okay, so well, this book just came out in like April, so it
Okay.
hasn't really had a chance to get talked about enough. But it's short stories by Duncan B. Barlow. It's called Awry, and um, it's really like sort of like the perfect like collision of like literary and weird and horror. There's like creepy baby clones and weird packs of coyotes. And one of my favorite moments is a guy who just wakes up and finds teeth, and they're not his, and he doesn't know where they came from. There's also like one that a girl, wait, yeah, she's like a girl is found like walking out of the Everglades, just like clutching some bones, but we have no idea who they belong to. It's just, and there's some weird stuff and creepy stuff, and it's good.
Okay. All right. Sold. It's not a themed collection, is it? Just like totally scattered all over the place?
Yeah, it's just they're all horror basically,
Okay.
but yeah, not themed.
Nice. And then one more time, that author's name?
Duncan B. Barlow, and it's
Duncan B. Barlow.
Awry.
Awry. All right. Very good start.
All right.
So let's pause for a second and go into Atlas a little bit. So, Atlas of Unknowable Things, what is kind of the short elevator pitch for Atlas?
All right. I'm terrible at these, but really, like people will ask me like what one of my books is about, like one I published like 10 years ago, and I'm like, it's like Snow White, but like Anyway, okay. So Atlas is about a grad student who's sort of down on her luck, and um she's trying to write her dissertation, it's not going well, and then she gets this lead on this artifact that has been unearthed and is at this like creepy, mysterious institute called Hildegard College. And she's like, she decides if she can get her hands on it, that it's going to like totally transform her dissertation. And like, it's all she needs to like put herself on the map. So she goes there to try to find it. But the professor who is supposedly in possession of it has disappeared. And along with her, the artifact has gone missing. And so, yeah, so then she's there and things are kind of get steadily creepier.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of gave me all the pieces that I need to talk about this. Your writing, where are my words here? Something that I'm really appreciating about the book is you are absolutely masterful at working in little details of like, oh, that's not right. That's going to turn into something later on and like seeding this paranoia in the readers
Thank
in a
you very
way that I
much.
know it's just so hard to do. Like other people you read, they're a little bit too blunt with it, and you're like, okay, well, clearly that's going to be a, vampire later on or a werewolf or whatever. Or clearly this is like they're delusional and whatever. And like I'm getting notes of that as I'm reading, but none of them are strong enough for me to sit down and be like, I know where this is going. I have no clue where this book is going, but I know that things are
Yay.
very wrong.
Yay.
Dear Robin, get out. Um,
Well,
but
thank
yeah,
you. That's how
so
I want you to feel.
perfect. All right. Well, you are nailing it.
Thank you.
Um, so I guess that's gonna kind of be my second prompt. So how you feeling? You ready?
I'm ready.
All
Limbered
right,
up.
let's do it. Can you find us a book kind of similar to Atlas that does paranoia really well?
Ooh, yes, yes.
And
Ah.
I actually got the clock to start this time. So an honest 30 seconds.
Haunting of Hill
Boom,
House.
15 seconds. Oh, and she went for the classic straight away. I mean, that is the right answer.
I mean, yeah.
For the person that lives under a rock, what is the sales pitch for The Haunting of Hill House?
Um, well, it's one of the best horror novels ever written, and it's Shirley Jackson, and obviously there's the show that has been made of it, but it's like that's sort of like jumping off from the original
Yeah,
idea, which is a group of paranormal researchers are staying in this very like cursed haunted house, and um, the main character has come, and she's not quite right in her mental situation, and so um, as you go through the book, you're really in her sort of like uh, tortured point of view with the house closing in around you and yeah, I mean, I actually saw the 1963 movie first
okay.
when I was a kid, and it was kind of one of my very favorite movies, which is it's a great adaptation. But when I finally read the book, I actually found it just like so much more claustrophobic, and and definitely this sort of like building, like constant building, ratcheting up of like paranoia and suspicion about what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. And even at the end, like, I don't know.
Oh my God, it's the best last line ever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Um, and all around, and like the adaptations are good in their own way. Like there's Mike Flanagan is masterful, like takes it totally in his own
Yeah,
direction, but
yeah.
still does such a good job with it. And like, I don't know, even the Liam Neeson one, I was like, this is fun. It's
Yeah, it's
not
yeah.
honor, it's not the same as the source material, but it's
No.
fun. So yeah, okay, good pick. Um, let's get into your PhD, creative writing, English literature, and especially that 19th century horror uh, focus. Is that the right word for it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
um I did a lot of stuff with Mary Shelley. Um I did some actually I pronounce his name wrong, but Arthur Machen, who I
Okay.
was calling Machen for like 30 years. Um and Dracula, Carmilla, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Very fun. So what, I mean, you say those names, and maybe the answer is obvious, but what drew you to that realm of horror specifically?
Well, I think I like 19th century writing a lot. Um, I don't know. I was like one of those kids that kind of started reading old-timey books too young. Like I read, well, Poe was probably my
Yeah.
entry point, and I read Poe like really young and got pretty obsessed with him. So that sort of like that kind of language, um, when you mix it with horror, I just find it especially creepy. Um, so yeah.
Yeah. I can get that. But okay, this is going to kind of tee up the last one for us. So one more question and reset the clock. We're ready here. Um, were there any books that I guess, was there a book that you stumbled across while you were studying all this stuff that really felt like it should be held up on a pedestal like some of those other books like Mary Shelley or Bram Stoker or whatever else that you would like to call out right now? Like, hey, everybody should pay more attention to this one.
I don't think I have. Okay, I'm gonna look, but I
Okay.
think that the things that are coming to me, I got library copies. But hold on.
Okay, if we have to call an audible, we can do that. But
Okay.
let's take a look for this one first.
Hold on. Oh, well, okay. I'll do this.
Yes, all right. So
Um,
what have we got?
well, it's Mary Shelley, but it's The Last Man.
Cool.
Um,
Okay, I am unfamiliar.
great. Um, it's really it's about well, it's sort of like a nested narrative, but the main narrative is about a pandemic that has wiped out humankind. And it's at the time there was a lot of um, this sort of anxiety about humankind being wiped out. It's this sort of a cyclical fear, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but it's uh, it's it's more horror, I think, than Frankenstein, and it's like pretty long and involved and really unsettling. And the end left me feeling very like, ugh.
Okay.
In a way that like maybe it's just because Frankenstein, we all like grow up knowing the story of Frankenstein, and then if you read it, then you're like, oh, well, this isn't what I thought it was, but it's it's interesting. But I've never been like scared reading Frankenstein, whereas I actually was like a little like freaked out reading The Last Man. Um,
Yeah.
it's yeah. So I
All
guess it's
right.
kind of also dystopian a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. I dig it. I need to get into that because, like you were saying, with like Mary Shelley's style of writing and that old-timey prose being so good, I have kind of fallen into the trap of like I'm mostly reading new books right now and like within the last year books and just trying to keep up with everything that everybody's putting out. And I haven't like stopped and caught my breath and gone back to the classics as much as I should have. So awesome. I'm genuinely adding that to my list now. So thank you. Um, Excellent. So, do you want to do one more? Because
Yeah,
I kind of
I
came
like
up
it.
with another one just in case that last one didn't land. All right, perfect. So let's take into herbology a little bit then. So, you've got background in Chinese medicine. So, similar to the last question, but how did that develop? Where did that interest come from?
Um, well, I got acupuncture. And it blew my mind.
Okay.
And like at first I'd done my MFA, was on that path, but then I got acupuncture and I had no idea that it could do what it did. And it really like changed my trajectory health-wise. And then I went to school for it, and then I became an acupuncturist, but then ended up in a different situation and writing. Um, and then I went and got my PhD, but then during the pandemic, I went back and got my doctorate in Chinese medicine. So so yeah.
And all that kind of flowed together a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So the other book question I'll give you then is, can you recommend us a medicine gone wrong story?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, timer.
Oh,
We have made it to 15 seconds.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be fun.
And
Um,
we've got three,
no, no, I
two.
get it. Okay, it's not really it's not really medicine.
It's tangential though.
It's um it's like science gone wrong.
Okay,
Um,
I'll count it.
okay.
The rules are
I get
very
like a
strict here, but I'll
this is like a
count
C. I get a C on
it.
this one. Threshold by Caitlin R. Kiernan.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
uh, and it's been a long time since I read this, but it's about a paleontologist, and Caitlin R. Kiernan is a paleontologist
Okay.
who finds like I think it's like a trilobite fossil, and uh, it's somehow through finding it, there's sort of like a Lovecraftian like horror that gets unleashed. So
Cool.
it's not medicine, but because I have, I feel like it's like Frankenstein, but I already did the Mary Shelley, so
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah,
So.
yeah. We got to show somebody else some love. Cool. Okay, so that sounds very fun. And relics getting unearthed at a dig that might or might not be the secrets to bad things happening. Um, might be in your lane a little bit.
Yeah,
Who knows? Not that
definitely.
we're trying to pitch a book here or something. Uh, all right. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you so
So
much.
yeah, of course. So, one more time for us. Let's focus on you here for kind of the closing. When is Atlas of Unknowable Things coming out? Where should where should people look for it? Bookstores, obviously. Um, but I don't know. Just one more little hook for it. For like, why
Okay.
should people be looking out for this book?
Okay. Well, I have it with me. Did I hold it up yet?
Oh, yeah, no,
Okay.
we have
This
not.
got a good
And
cover. Okay, so this is it. And
ooh,
it comes out. Oh, look how pretty the hard copy. It's like really
ooh,
good. Anyway, it comes out October 7th and from St. Martin's Press, and it's in bookstores.
yeah. Can you hold that book cover up one more time? Because I'll say this while it's kind of on camera. There are so many hidden details in this book cover that you look at it at first and it's like, oh yeah, cool book cover, whatever. But then as you're going through the story, it's like, oh, there's significance to that, isn't there? And to that, and to that, and oh no, everything's unspooling in my mind now. It's so cool. It's a
Well,
good
I
cover
actually
at face value, and it's a great cover like once you start getting it.
look at the spine. The spine is like how I wait there, there. I
Yeah.
love the spine. Yeah, I was looking at the spine the other day and I was like, that's that thing I had in my head, but now it's the spine. It's like magic.
I love it when covers come together well,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah. Well,
it's
they're the person who did this is a genius. It's like my dream cover. So
can I don't know, totally random tangent here. Can we talk about that process a little bit? Because I feel like that's such a like razor thin target to hit with like
mhm.
you having this book in your head and then you send it to the publisher and they get a cover artist connected and you've got to try to communicate to the publisher who's got to communicate to them and like getting so many pieces to come together. What was that process like here where you got something that so like genuinely embodies the book so well?
Well, so they were amazing. Like I kind of couldn't believe how amazing they were. They had me like I talked to my editor and we looked like on the phone we like looked through covers that we both liked. Then I sent like a bunch of um images of covers that I like and he took them to a design team and then they did three full covers that each one of them was like the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Like, and and so of those, I like could not choose. And then of those, I did choose this one. And then from there they were like refining and refining and refining. And let me say the designer, jacket design by Jonathan Bush.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I mean, it's like it's amazing to me.
Yeah.
I'm not a visually I have no visual art anything. So people who can make things pretty, I'm just in complete awe of.
Yeah. Same. I tried my hand at cover art. It did not go well. Um, but it has been a joy getting to know you. The book is fantastic, and I cannot
Thank
wait for
you
it to
much.
be out in the world. And as soon as I get to the end of it, I'm going to be in your DMs freaking out, I am sure, because it is gearing up for one of those sorts of endings. Um, but to everybody listening at home, thank you so much for joining us. Please make sure to go grab Atlas of Unknowable Things on October 6th.
7th.
7th. Ah, I
7th.
was close. On October 7th, and we'll catch you next time. Now get back to
Thank you so
reading.
much for having me. I was going to say
You're
us. Okay.
welcome. Thanks so much for having us.
Okay.